I think if Petipa and Ivanov are alive today, they would recognize what they see. Reconstructed ballet, it's not an exact description of what we do, because you can't really reconstruct, you can't really jump back in the times when it was staged by Petipa and Ivanov, 1895, because everything is different. Time is running 10 times faster, and the ideals of beauty, the bodies of the dancers, the floor, the costumes, the lighting, how the audience sees it. I mean, you just need to look at the silent movies of the beginning of the 20th century to understand how different the ballet was back then. So what we have now in Swan Lake is quite far from what the original of Petipa and Ivanov might look like, which is a pity, because the choreographer who stages the work, he's an author and he pays great deal of attention to each step, how the steps are combined, how the phrases are constructed, how many people, and how they move in space. When Balanchine started to choreograph in the early 20s and then later in Europe with Diaghilev in the late 20s, now we have these ballets, early ballets of his, and no one thinks of changing it. Our perspective and our understanding of what the author's writes is, even in ballet, is completely different now. Because Petipa was getting old and he couldn't take care of his repertory, it was decided that it should be notated, written down. The notation system was invented by one of the Mariinsky dancers, Vladimir Stepanov, and then almost until the revolution of 1917, every day they were writing down steps, scenes, dances, and ballets. So this is a huge archive that accidentally, you can say, ended up in Harvard University Library. It's an extraordinary record. It's not complete. You need more information than just the notations. You need to look at the old films and the old reviews, the memoirs, the pictures, the descriptions, and so on. Many, many sources. And I would call what I do to make historically informed production. Because I think Petipa and Ivanov and Tchaikovsky and those who created this timeless classic, they were masters of their art, and they were amazingly talented and clever people. I wanted to know exactly all their intentions, what it was like. And of course we do little adjustments here and there, but we're trying to stay as faithful to these notes and to other historical documents as possible.